What's up, my sports to the bone family? What's up? Welcome back to another video. Yes man, my peeps, big up on yourself. Shout out to all my viewers and my subscribers out there. Yes man, so we have a couple of things to take a look at in this video. We see where Andre Russell, his supporters over there in India, they are questioning why is it that he's not a part of the West Indies squad going into Australia. The former Indian cricketer Akash Chopra, he went one step further to say that CWI or West Indies whole structure is not good if it is the case that Russell cannot be a part of that squad. So we're going to talk about that. Plus yesterday evening leading into last night, the West Indies women and New Zealand, they had their first ODI game of the series. It was one that was affected by rain, but we're going to give you the results of that game. So just make sure that you watch the video to the end. And as per usual, my peeps, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I am asking you to go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you comment and leave a like on the video also. So let us kick things off with the Andre Russell story. So we know that Russell, you can almost say that his adopted family is over there in India, right? The Indian people love them some Andre Russell. He has dominated the death over for years over there in the IPL, in franchise cricket, right? He has done some good work with the ball and with the bat, and the people of India really love him. Us as West Indies fans, we, however, witness a different side. You know, we see him in the IPL, he is very dominant, but not very often we get that sort of form at the international level. Hasn't played for us, and we know the situation, so we move past that. Well, most persons move past that. Akash Chopra now, the former Indian cricketer turned YouTuber. You know, he has been putting up a lot of videos. He had a couple of things to say as it relates to the structure of West Indies cricket, CWI. You understand? The man is saying that CWI lacks good structure if Russell is not able to play in the World Cup. So if they are not able to work things in a way to get someone like a Russell in the squad, it's simply because the CWI in itself lacks a good structure. You know, apparently you would be saying that they need to make room for the players that are playing around outside of West Indies right around the year. Just make room for them for the World Cup. You understand? I hear what he's saying now, my viewers and subscribers. Anyway, let us continue. He went on to say that last World Cup, Pollard seemed as if, as the captain, he just had a couple of his friends coming together for a party. And we're talking about people that some people would say weren't able to really make the World Cup team last year around. So Akash Chopra is saying that last year, it seems as if Pollard just had a couple of his friends coming over to have a party, right? So this time around now, according to him, it's going to be very interesting without those guys to see how West Indies will go through the qualifiers, especially without a Narayan and a Russell, right? He's saying that nothing is there joining the team together. Nothing is there joining the team together. So it's going to be interesting to see how these set of young guys that are not experienced will go about qualifying. You understand? It's interesting, my peeps, and this is why I'm going to say that. You know, for those who have been following the channel, you know where I stand as it relates to getting these sort of players into the squad for World Cup. So I don't need to go over my stance again. But to say that the CWI lacks structure if a player like this is not able to get in, I am not too sure if that's a fair comment. Oftentimes we beat up CWI, but this is why I think it's probably not a fair comment. CWI and Russell would have indicated that they met, and you know, it was laid out as it relates to what are the criteria, what needs to be met. Russell said that he showed them everything that he wanted, and they were not able to agree to that. Because one player or two players that don't make themselves available throughout the rest of the year and want you to bend over backwards for them when it comes on to World Cup and you don't do it. That doesn't necessarily mean that it lacks structure. I mean, we all know as West Indies fans that there are certain things that needs to be worked on where CWI is concerned. But I'm not too sure if, because the CWI don't bend over backwards, if you want to put it that way, or they don't accept all its terms and conditions, it simply means that this structure is not good because you don't get in that. I have been listening, and it's a possibility that it has missed me. But Akash Chopra is a man that seems to, he has a lot to say about cricket outside of India. And the Indian squad was announced just the other day, and quite a few fans, they have been uproaring and making a lot of noise as it relates to Sanju Samson not being selected. And as I said, maybe I'm overlooking, but I can't remember seeing his content just yet, saying that the selectors of India need to cut out the foolishness and select people based on merit. Not saying that Sanju Samson is the best T20 player in the world. But if you look at his record, his average is pretty good when they give him an opportunity in international T20 games. Right? Some fans will go as far as to say this man has been one of the best T20 players in the country over the last 2 to 3 years. And very often, even if they select him, they don't give him a game. And the big World Cup coming up and they don't select him. And as I said, I might be overlooking this, but I'm still waiting to hear him calling out the selectors and asking them what is the reason why this youngster was not given a chance in the squad. Not saying that we don't want him to call out CWI now. Don't get me wrong, my viewers and subscribers. Not saying that I don't want him to call out CWI. Because as I said, there are flaws there that needs to be fixed. But, you know, it's weird how some people tend to poke a bear that will not poke them back. But when they are right beside a big bear that they know will poke them back, they don't poke at it. He's right there in India. And as I said, the fans have been crying out. And I am yet to see his video blasting the Indian selectors for not selecting Sanju Samson to the World Cup. As I said, peeps, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that CWI is perfect. But because, you know, these guys are fully entertained when the IPL is going on by Russell and our other players and all other West Indians that go over there. They believe that all of what they see in the IPL, we should throw away everything else where CWI is concerned and just throw these guys back in the team. As I said, I don't want to go back down that road as it relates to whether or not players must play. Right? If they are dominating IPL and not playing any at all for West Indies throughout the year. Don't want to go back down that road. I just thought that I would highlight it. You understand? And as per usual, my viewers and subscribers, the comment section is open. You guys can go right ahead and let me know your opinion as it relates to what Mr. Akash Chopra is saying. Do you think he is being fair by saying that if Russell is not selected for the World Cup, it simply means that CWI lacks structure? Do you believe that is a fair statement? Just let me know what you think in the comment section, my peeps. And before we close out this video, I just want to quickly take a look at that ODI game that was played last night, yesterday evening leading into last night, between the West Indies women and the New Zealand women. Now, Hayley Matthews captained her first ODI game, and she you know, the team ended up on the losing side. It was a rain affected game. So West Indies women batted first and they made 168 for 7 of 35 overs. 168 for 7 of 35 overs. And at one point in time, it seems as if they were not even going to get that much more viewers and subscribers, because we were at 29 for 1, 48 for 2, 58 for 3, 65 for 4, 74 for 5. You understand? And from 74 for 5, we had a nice partnership going all the way up to 157 for 6. Then we went up to 158 for 7. right? And we ended up on 168 for 7. Now, as it relates to the top scorers, we had Henry. Henry had 44 from 34. And we also had McLean, Natasha McLean, getting 20 of 23. K-Shina Knight had 36 from 61. The captain, Haley Matthews, she wasn't able to do much. She ended up getting 2. You understand? So that is how it went as it relates to the batting for us. And for New Zealand, Jess Kerr, she had 2 wickets for the Black Caps. And in terms of the chase now, New Zealand, they were able to get to the target 159 for 5 of 33 overs based on the Duckworth-Lewis method, as I said. And top scoring for them, Bates had 51 and Amelia came in with 47. Now for the wickets, the wicket takers, Captain Haley Matthews, as I said, she didn't do much with the bat, but she was able to chip in with the ball, getting 3 for 28 from her 7 overs to lead the charge. So the West Indies women go down in that first ODI game there, and they are going to be looking to bounce back. I think the second game will be played on the 22nd. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that one, so we can give you guys some updates. So that is it, my viewers and subscribers. Let's go and big up on yourself until we touch base again. I'm out.